So you're thinking about moving to Florida, and maybe you've been hunting on all the websites, Zillow, Realtor.com. You're trying to find the perfect home here at the Emerald Coast. Maybe you even stay awake at night dreaming of living on the beach or watching beach shows, just pretending that you're not in whatever freezing area of the country you're in. But you're looking at Florida specifically. Today I want to tell you, don't pack that moving truck. Do not do it. Don't make it happen. I'm gonna tell you all the reasons why you do not want to be here in Florida. So I wanted to do this video because every time I post a positive video about this area in the Emerald Coast, I get comments that say, hey, Florida's already full, or bumper stickers that said, you can vacation here, but make sure you leave type of comments, and as well as people bringing up negative things about the area. So I typically have more of a positive spin. So if you're not looking for a positive spin on the negative things of this area, you could probably find channels that fit the doomsday type of feel. I'm not the guy for that, so there's plenty of other channels out there, but I do want to share with you some of the things about the area that are a cause for concern and why some people do move to the area and also move out pretty quickly. So I want to jump into that. And side note, I do live in this area and wanted to be here out of every place in the country. We picked here and decided to be here. So there's that. But before I get too far today, let me introduce myself. My name is Sean Killingsworth and I'm a realtor here at the Emerald Coast. On this channel, I'm going to be showing you around all the Emerald Coast, highlighting some of our favorite areas from Perdido Key all the way up to Destin. So make sure you like and subscribe to this channel, and we'll be showing you all things Emerald Coast. So the number one reason you don't want to be here in the area is because of the weather. You basically have hot, humid weather in the summers, and then in the winters it actually gets colder than what I even thought or realized. It gets pretty cold. I gotta even bring my pineapple plants inside to protect them. It's that cold. You're talking it'll get down to about the 30 degrees. Today is windy, so you have that. You also have hurricanes that happen here, so there's a lot of different weather factors of reasons why you wouldn't want to be here. But with saying that, you're only talking probably 3 or 4 months out of the year. 3 months where it's a little too hot, maybe 1 or 2 where it's too cold. But other than that, I mean, today's a little overcast. It looks kind of cloudy. Double red flags, so that's pretty scary. That might be a red flag. But yeah, it's beautiful out today, about 75 degrees. You can see the Gulf. I'm out at the Fort Pickens area. And so it's late April. So, you know, with that being said, today's a beautiful day. But there are those couple weather days that you might want to look out for. And number two, the second reason you don't want to move here is because we do have bugs. We have some pretty giant bugs down here in Florida. It's not uncommon where you wake up in the morning and you have these things that look like a giant roach called a palmetto bug that'll be dead in the floor. I don't know why they die so quick, but they die face up on the floor. And so that's very common to see. You'll also see wolf spiders, which are really big as well. And so we do have those. We spray our house every month. We want to make sure we try to keep bugs out as much as possible, but they're down here. You've got big mosquitoes, you have small ants surprisingly, but everything else is big and large bugs. So if you don't like bugs, definitely don't move here. So insurance prices can be a little bit crazy around here just because of the amount of storms that we have, homes that went up double in value based on the last 4 years. And so you have a lot of factors that do make home insurance a little bit higher, where a lot of people around here either self-insure, they have to make sure their home is fully updated. There's a thing called a 4-point inspection that you want to make sure you have in order, a great roof, electrical, plumbing, and an HVAC. Make sure that those pieces are nice and up to date. It'll get you a little bit better insurance premium, but insurance prices has doubled for some people around the area, and so that's not a great thing. I have heard where they're trying to bring in new insurance companies to kind of stabilize things in this market just a little bit, but insurance right now is a little nutty, but I know they're trying to figure it out. But one thing to look out for. Number 5, the cost of living can be a little bit excessive. Down here in popular areas like Destin or 30A, those prices can rival big cities. Here in the Panhandle, though, prices are a little bit lower than that, but still maybe more than what you're used to. And so when you talk about gas closer to the islands and to the Gulf of America now, when you're talking about those areas, gas prices can be a little bit higher. There's even a tourist tax that's here on the island that's a little bit more excessive. So the cost of living here can be a little bit higher than where you're at. And number 6, the touristy vibe does kind of wear off. So if you are used to vacationing down here for maybe a week or 2 weeks at a time and love this area like we did, when you do move here, it's not the same as being here on vacation. So that's one thing you want to be aware of. So if you are coming here to work, you probably still have to work. And that's just a good responsibility to have in general. You know, we have to schedule in going to the beach about once a week because life does get kind of busy. So instead of feeling like that vacation and you're constantly packing a cooler and tent to get to the beach, maybe you're planning on showing some homes or hustling whatever work you are doing. So it doesn't always have that vacation vibe. You have to get get used to if you're living here and still need an income, you got to figure that out, and that's not always fun. And number 7 is the seasons. A lot of people that have come here that do move home is they miss those 4 seasons out of the year: the spring, the fall, summer, winter. And I said those out of order, I'm not sure why, but being here, it definitely has a lot more of that summer, long-lasting feel. So you get the sunshiny days, 300 days a year, and so that's really nice, and with the cold weather that comes in every once in a while. So it's basically like you have a long summer and a short winter. For me, that's my personal favorite. I could do without the other months, but some people miss mountains. They get tired of the sand landscape. So if you love the beach, this could be great, which we do, and I could do without the seasons, but if that's something that you would miss, don't move here. And last but not least, number 8 is it's a very transient area. You have a lot of military people that come in and out. You have vacationers that are coming in and out. You have people that want to try out Florida for a little bit. They move in a couple years down the road. They're like, get me out of here. So you do have a very transient area. A lot of people coming and going. It makes it a little hard to find who's going to be permanently here or find the locals, you know? So that way, when you move here, you got to understand that people are coming and going. So when you do make friends, don't make too good of friends because they might just leave you. Well, there you have it. That's 8 reasons why you do not want to move here to Florida, because there's a few things that you want to be on the watch for. Let me give you a couple insider tips just in case you do end up making the move here. The first one would be y'all is fine to say here, and I might even be saying that wrong, but I think it's y'all. I'm not really a y'all person, but down here, that is fully acceptable. Hurricanes are a thing here. People use that as an excuse to throw a home party and where you pack the cooler full of drinks and you plan to just hang out for the next few days. Every bird here that's a big blue heron, I think it's a blue heron, but they call it Fred. So there are multiple ones here, but they call them all Fred. If you do get a jellyfish sting, use vinegar. That's a great way to get rid of the sting. There's a Carolina rig for fishing. Definitely use that one with shrimp. You can almost catch anything. Another pro tip, don't dig too deep into the sand. We've seen some accidents happen, and make sure you fill those sand holes up so nobody falls in at night. You're gonna wanna use red flashlights instead of regular white flashlights when it's turtle nesting season. You don't wanna make them go the wrong direction and not towards the water. And last pro tip, don't get a sunburn your first day here because it'll make the rest of the trip pretty miserable. Well, thanks so much for joining me today as we talk about all the reasons why you wouldn't want to move to this beautiful area. If you're looking for the reasons why you'd want to make the move here, check out this video. Very different. That would be more of my style of talking about this area of why you'd want to get here. But hopefully some of these negatives will give you a little perspective as you're looking at making the move out here. And so that way there's no surprises when you do. If you are looking to move in the next 6 days or 6 months, definitely reach out. My info is all below in the description box. Me and my wife love helping families find their home here at the Emerald Coast. So if that's you, reach out. I'd love to book a Zoom, get to know you just a little bit and know exactly what you're looking for here in our area. So reach out. I look forward to hearing from you. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.